Welcome back. It's time to answer your financial portfolio queries. I'm joined by Hemant Usagi from Vice Invest. Hemant, good evening and welcome to the show. Let's begin and let's take Jitendra's question first. He says that he wants to create a corpus money of 10 CR in 10 years. The return that he's expecting is approximately 15 to 20%, and he wants high risk, high return. That's the risk profile he's identified for himself. And after 3 years, he wants 4% SWP to be done. And for that, he wants you to recommend a mutual fund portfolio. Before you answer and suggest him funds and the strategy, I want to know in what market condition or a consistent market condition would you say that we can get a 15 to 20% return?
Well, Kavita, as an equity investor, we all want that we should get the best possible return. But I think it's very important to be realistic in terms of what you can expect from a portfolio. Well, my view is that if you look at historically, Kavita, anyone who's investing for 10 years and more than 10 years has got maybe 14, 15% return, maybe even better in times. But, whenever you're assuming return, because that becomes an important assumption, because based on that, you decide how much money you need to invest. So, we always recommend that even if your time horizon is 10 years or even more, you should assume annualized return to be at 12%, because the last thing you want is that at the end of the defined time period, when you're trying to look at your, how much you've accumulated as a corpus, and then you see a shortfall. So while it is possible to get this kind of return, but obviously it won't come in the straight line. It will come in, there'll be years where, equity market will give you great return, some years maybe negative return, some flattish kind of return, but it is possible. But like I said, it's important to assume reasonable return so that there is no disappointment. As far as this particular query is concerned, the corpus that he requires is 10 crore. I'm assuming the time horizon to be 13 years, because he said he can invest for 10 years. And then after 3 years, he would like to draw money through systematic withdrawal plan. So I'm taking that he will invest for 10 years, and then he'll keep that for the next 3 years, so that he can start withdrawing through SWP. In that case, if I assume return of 12%, the SIP amount has to be 3 lakh rupees. So he needs to invest that much every month to get there. Now, obviously, the portfolio has to be very well balanced. He talked about the fact that he's aggressive investor. If you're making an all equity portfolio, you automatically become an aggressive investor. So some of the fund he can consider is one in the multi-cap category, which is Kotak multi-cap. Then this is Motilal Oswal large and mid-cap. Then we're looking at Parag Parikh flexi-cap, Invesco contra fund, one contra fund. I think that's a good addition to the portfolio. And then ICICI large and mid-cap. So these are the fund I believe that if he can start investing with, he should be able to achieve that target.
All right, so that's your recommendation for our viewer, Jitendra. I think we have Mr. Murli on the phone line. Hi, good evening, sir.
Hello.
Hi, you're calling from?
I'm in Bangalore right now.
Okay. Sir, as per your question, you want to invest 10 lakhs, is that right? Or you have invested already?
I already invested. My query was essentially SBI opportunities, which we invested and the value has gone down.
Yeah, exactly. It's 9.1 lakhs. That's what you've written. So, how much time frame did you give this to? How much time frame you gave this to this investment? 6 months?
I actually wanted to give it at least 5 years time. Yeah.
You've given 5 years time?
Yes.
So the dip is just recent, right?
Dip is like ever since I've been into it, it has been falling like a knife.
Oh, okay. Who recommended this fund to you?
The SBI manager did. I bank with SBI.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's figure out for how long can you stay invested?
See, basically the idea is that in a very, very bearish market, I can understand if something falls as soon as I buy it. But I do not see that kind of a bear market for me to lose 20% in less than 2 months that I bought.
Right. All right, we'll go for your answer to Hemant Usagi also, but we have PM Modi speaking at an event. Let's just cut into that.
Willy Wonky